Blitz. No, Blitz. Football pun. Hey, it's Chris Cashman. Look at us. We're in the hot seat. The last day of Seahawks training camp, the world champs, the set of hard knocks. We're gonna get into all sorts of trouble tonight on Evening Magazine. Hey, Blitz.
A free multi-day festival of paragliding, street arts, and outdoor culture.
I'm Jose Cedeño coming to you from Lilywop, checking out this glamping village.
Plus, Anne Hathaway and Ewan McGregor try to survive a perilous prehistoric world.
Right on time. Welcome to Evening Magazine. We are at the last day of Seahawks training camp, the Super Bowl champs. I can't wear those shades. Better. But then again, you might be saying, hey, Chris, aren't those vintage 2013, 2014 championship shades? Yes. Let's get with the... Yeah, these are the modern shades. And the giveaway today here at the last day of training camp, also the set for HBO's Hard Knocks. I hope you've been watching. Maybe you recognize this super fan from the first episode.
Woo!
Norbcam Wille, Norbcam on YouTube. Great to see you.
Good to see you, Chris.
Welcome back. This guy is such a fan. He produced a documentary from the fans' perspective, right?
That's right. September 5th, the Saturday before the opening game against the Patriots. It's going to be a great way to look back at 25 before we kick off 26.
Okay, well, since you have a pulse of the people, you know what the fans like. The Mariners have created quite a stir with this Washington State Ferry fish and chips bucket. They put out a gold edition that everybody's excited about, and I thought, if people are gonna pony up for that, our world champs could do one better. What do you think about this? HBO fans, you'll recognize this. I'm proposing this. The porcelain edition Derek Hull big truck nacho bucket.
I like it. I can see that. I would buy that in a heartbeat. I get two of them.
All right, what do you think, fans? Let us know. That's what the internet's for. We're going to preview your documentary coming up. In the meantime, competing for our attention today, there is a brand new festival kicking off just a few miles down I-90 here. A 4-day festival in Issaquah taking over the streets right now and the air. When did you come up with this idea?
About a year and a half ago, Visit Issaquah reached out and said, hey, you're a circus artist. You've been with all these companies and around the world. What do you think about this idea? Hey, y'all, we're excited. Here we are. Mr. Cashman in the house.
Hey, Evening Magazine.
That's right.
You provided the chariot. I got the cameras.
All about
Tell
the
everybody
fun.
about what you're doing. What are you doing?
Aire Craft Festival.
Aire Craft Festival. Fancy spelling with a simple mission. Creating wonder on land and in the air.
I live here, so I know that paragliding off of Tiger Mountain is a big deal here.
Yeah.
You decided to turn it up.
Yeah. And so I basically said, okay, cool. I love paragliding. How about we expand the vision to include street arts, circus, live performance, and public space, like the festivals I've been a part of in Europe. So this is the Zephyr, and this cool art installation, this seemingly empty space, is actually one of our performance locations where you can see all kinds of great stuff.
From Tiger Mountain's Poo Poo Point to the other end of Issaquah's Rainier Trail. That's miles of magic.
On Saturday and Sunday, we have Kinesis Project, a dance company from New York City, performing right here in front of the historic gas station. And then we're gonna file in with giant bird puppets, circus artists, and marching bands. On Saturday, it's the University of Washington, and on Sunday, it's 8-Bit Brass Band.
An incredible collection of world-class creative artists coming together for the Northwest's newest festival.
Come to the Issaquah Community Center on Friday evening for our giant circus show, the Tiger Mountain Circus Show. Flying trapeze, live music, and then spend the whole weekend with us and your family and friends. You know, this is really a community effort. We're gonna be asking for donations, but it's open and free to the public to come and enjoy. Yeah! And we want people to show up because that's how we also prove that this is the kind of thing that people want more of. What we want to do is create a festival that is unique, fun, different, that can also occupy that little sweet spot between the ones we know that are wonderful, like Seafair and Salmon Days, and then the smaller farmers market festival space. Like, we want to be right in the middle in a sweet spot that we think is home. We want to see you this weekend at Aire Craft Festival.
So fun. Aire Craft Festival is already underway. They got started without you. Be a part of it this weekend. It is free, as we say, but do make a donation. Support the arts. Who do you turn to in tough times? Entertainers. Who do you turn to in times of celebration? Entertainers. Support the talents colliding in Issaquah this week. In the meantime, we're going to head out to Hood Canal because Jose found the ultimate glamping village. You know, glamorous camping? Here's Jose.
Getting out there and discovering our beautiful state is just magical. And even better if you find a unique place to stay.
We are at Ileana's Glamping Village. Ileana's Glamping Village is part of Mike's Beach Resort here in the Olympic National Park. This is for people wanting to connect to nature, but perhaps wanting to go up a step from your camping experience. This is my mom's kind of brainchild. This is really her creation, a very unique take on a glamping village, very her.
The idea really came at the right time. This is the time for us to open a place where people can stay and be in contact with nature and just different to a hotel. I think this is a little bit of paradise, just like a little village.
Tents, we've got a small tent. It's got like a double bed in it, and then we've got medium tents, and then we've got large. So we've got some with king-size beds in them, chandeliers, dining tables, futons, mini fridges, coffee makers. The glamping village has flushable toilets, also showers.
When it comes to the outdoors, this truly is the place to be.
We've got a nature trail. It's a really special part of the property. It's all the way in the back of the glamping village. It is my favorite spot on this property. There's a stream coming down from the Olympic Mountains. And you've got old growth forest.
This is where I did my vow renewal though, my 10 years.
Then we also have the whole Olympic National Park available for people, so a lot of hiking, nature viewing, waterfall chasing.
On my visit, I made some friends and we quickly decided to play some games. Yes!
You were good, bro. How do you, I knew I was gonna lose. I knew it. There was no way I was gonna do that.
And he didn't.
How did you sit right there?
After this fun game, there was plenty more to do. I decided to check out something called Chill and Grill.
People who come here at the Glamping Village can use Mike's Beach Resort, all the amenities. We have the dock, live music every Saturday in July and August, and a food cart.
For me, it was just a perfect weekend with friends and family on the Hood Canal.
Beautiful Pacific Northwest, quintessential experience in the woods with the water. And come and check us out. Take a break and reconnect with yourself and your friends, and come and see what Ileana Glamping Village is all about.
Looking cozy, Jose. Ileana's Glamping Village is located at Mike's Beach Resort, and their next Chill and Grill event this Saturday at 6 o'clock. Still to come on Evening Magazine.
Saint has a preview of Anne Hathaway and Ewan McGregor's new sci-fi survival film about dinosaurs, and summer fun events you can enjoy this weekend.
Evening Magazine is made possible with support from Kitsap Credit Union. Since 1934, Kitsap Credit Union has believed that together it's possible. Together, we shine a light on the people and places that help our communities thrive.
And welcome back to Evening Magazine from the VMAC here in Renton. It's the last day of training camp for our Seattle Seahawks, the world champions. Can they do it 2 times in a row? I think so. A lot of you have not been fortunate enough to come here to the VMAC, the Virginia Mason Athletic Center in Renton. Fans got on the buses, you see them unloading, and right away, you're hit with Blue Thunder and all the fun that only the Seahawks can deliver. And take a look at these fans. This is access. They're hanging out, waiting for the world champs to take the field. They can get their autographs, and then they wrap up practice today ahead of the preseason opener on Saturday. Dallas is going to be in town. We'll take care of them on a game you can see right here on King 5. Meanwhile, on the big screen, imagine this, a suburban neighborhood suddenly home to dinosaurs. That's the premise behind a wild new movie. Saint has the preview.
Did anybody else see that weird light last night?
What weird light?
The wind was blowing all crazy. Starbucks was freaked out and barking.
Could have been lights from a helicopter.
Or a UFO? Aliens.
Shut up, Dad.
Through some sort of cataclysmic cosmic event, a suburban neighborhood at the end of Oak Street is plunged into the prehistoric past. And suddenly, the neighbors have a lot more to complain about than barking dogs. Writer-director David Robert Mitchell came up with the concept on a walk through his own neighborhood.
I just imagined that there was a dinosaur there, digging through the trash, and I just could see it. And I was like, oh, I want to write something that feels like this. I want to make a movie that feels like this image in my mind.
Set in 1982, the year Poltergeist and E.T. hit the theaters, the end of Oak Street wears its Spielberg influences proudly, introducing us first to a family in disrepair.
Something's got lost along the way. He's not open enough and present enough to want to help her and himself fix it.
And then this really huge, almost supernatural thing happens that pushes them together, and it forces secrets to come out, and they become almost more than a family. They become each other's means for survival.
Action! Shot in Atlanta with industrial light and magic, creating dinosaurs more feathery than the ones they made for the Jurassic movies, the end of Oak Street has something most Spielberg movies don't.
Denise! Get out of there, run!
An Oscar winner who's very, very good at selling the scare.
I think that one of the scariest things about the dinosaurs is that they're just really indifferent to what it is that they're killing. They don't have opinions about it. They're just all instinct. I think that's what's terrifying is there's no off switch.
God's not gonna let us die here.
Greg, you only go to church at Christmas and now you're telling the kids God's looking out for us?
What about the people who are out there getting eaten?
Thank you, Saint. Looks fun. Critics are already calling it the best dinosaur movie in decades, perhaps in millions of years. End of Oak Street hits theaters this Friday. It is rated PG-13. Now, we're in the middle of August, so you're not going to hear any of this back-to-school nonsense from me. Fall is not falling just yet. We want you to milk the very last drops of summer. Here's Out and About.
If a massive rave had a baby with ancient geology, then the whole family went camping in the Washington desert, you get Base Canyon. The Gorge will be bumping August 14th through the 16th during the 3-day electronic music festival. Don't really bring your baby. This event is 18 and older. Chalk the Harbor is a colorful gig harbor tradition. This free, family-friendly event invites you to transform the town's sidewalks into an outdoor art gallery. It's Saturday, August 15th. Registration starts at 9, and they provide the chalk, you provide the creativity. Chief Seattle Days began in 1911. The tradition continues August 14th through the 16th in Suquamish. It features powwows, salmon bakes, games, and a graveside ceremony on Saturday. The event is free, and all are welcome to come and honor Seattle's namesake.
Lots going on, some other things that have nothing to do with back to school. The Occidental Square Flea Market is Saturday the 15th. Take advantage of that. And hey, look up tonight. Check out the Perseid meteor shower. It actually culminated last night, but it'll be active through the 24th. Still to come on Evening Magazine.
Have you had a near miss because of distracted driving? Pemco Insurance shares helpful suggestions to keep everyone safe on our roads.
Welcome back to Evening Magazine. From the VMAC in Renton, your Super Bowl champ, the Seattle Seahawks, wrapping up training camp here today. Preseason opener Saturday against the Cowboys. You'll see that game right here on King 5. Keep it parked. Rip the knob off, as we used to say. All right, summer travel's underway. Before you know it, back to school. It's a busy time. We got to stay focused, especially when we're on the roads. Our friends at Pemco Insurance shared some helpful tips with Kelly Hansen from New Day Northwest on how to stop distracted driving.
Most Northwest drivers say they are not texting while driving, but a new Pemco poll says 1 in 3 there was a near miss of a collision. Carla, explain what constitutes as distracted driving?
Distracted driving is much more than texting. It is looking at your GPS, looking at your CarPlay screen. It is drinking your coffee, putting on makeup. 15% of all fatal crashes in Washington State involved distracted driving in the broad definition of it. It's one of the most preventable dangers on the road.
All right, Carla, let's get in.
All right.
When it really comes down to it, Northwest drivers say about half of them really admit that they do look at their phone even for a split second. Why does that split second still matter?
Well, it matters significantly, Kelly. A recent research does show that being distracted, looking at your phone or looking at your GPS, it takes 27 seconds to refocus. And when you're traveling at 25 miles an hour, that is several football fields in length. Even zoning out is being distracted.
Ooh, focus, focus. With the technology, cars I feel like are getting smarter and smarter. I'm thinking, you know, Apple CarPlay and more. Is this hurting us or helping us, Carla?
Well, the technology really is a help. It does reduce car accidents. Put your phone in, plug it in, set up your GPS. Have it all set up in advance so you're not distracted and changing things while you are driving.
3/4 of Northwest drivers say that texting, because it's illegal in Washington State, should be taken as seriously as a DUI. What should Washington drivers really consider with this?
Well, the state of Washington and Oregon both have distracted driving laws on the books. Those laws lead to increased fines, pull over if you need to make a phone call.
Are there any last tips that you want people to know? I mean, it's summer, everyone's out having fun out on the road, but we need to be safe.
Put your phone away, set things up in advance, and we will all have fewer accidents and safer roadways.
Absolutely. Set yourself up for success. Happy driving. Happy safe driving. All right, we're hitting the tunes.
Thanks to my friend Kelly, and thanks as always to PEMCO for looking out for us. If you'd like some more information, you should study up, fight distracted driving. Just go to go.pemco.com.
Now in our 40th season, Evening Magazine shares local stories that make our community shine. Evening Magazine is sponsored by PEMCO Insurance. PEMCO empowers the Northwest to prevent the preventable. Learn how at PEMCO.com.
And welcome back to Evening Magazine from the VMAC in Renton, wrapping up training camp. When the Super Bowl champs hand you some shades, you wear them. Looking the part. Hard to believe this is the last day of training camp. It seems like it was just Kids Day. In fact, it was just Kids Day. Our Jose Cedeno and New Day's Kelly Hansen stopped by for some family fun.
I'm at the Seahawks training camp.
And it's your birthday!
Yeah.
We're just coming down to see some players and hopefully get some autographs.
What's been your favorite thing so far today? What's been fun?
I like being here with my dad.
Aww. Oh my goodness.
How far do you think the Seahawks are going to make it this year?
Going to the Super Bowl.
For sure?
Yeah.
How long have you been a fan of the Seahawks?
Only a year.
1 year, that's it? Is it because we won the Super Bowl?
No, it's because he encouraged me.
Oh! The truth comes out. Did you force him?
I did not force it. I encouraged it though.
Who is your favorite player?
Sam Darnold.
Oh my gosh, Rashid Shaheed? That's your favorite?
He's really good. He was a rookie, but then he turned into the best player, and I'm glad he joined our team. I'm really glad.
Who is your favorite player?
All of them?
Go Hawks! Go Hawks!
You had me at a cow and breakdancing. Way to go. We're back with Norb Cowilly, Norb Cam on YouTube. A lot of your fans are here. You represent the fans in so many ways, and you even produced a documentary. Tell us about it.
Yeah, well, you know, it's 2025 Super Bowl season. I thought I need to go back and celebrate this from my own perspective. So I did a documentary recapping the entire season from the start all the way to the Super Bowl from my perspective as a filmmaker, showing the game reactions, music videos, comedy sketches, the whole nine. And it's all in a a feature-length film. It's going to be here at the Regal Cinemas at the Landing.
Yeah, wait a minute. Let's double down now because you've actually got a screening. People can come see this in
That's
person.
right.
Spoiler alert, it is a fundraiser. Tell them when.
That's right. It's on September 5th, Saturday, the first Saturday right before our opening game.
Okay.
And it's going to benefit the Seahawks Booster Club and my charity, Fans for Good. So we've already raised over $10,000 and only 90 more seats left in the theater before we sell out that 350 seats theater. So we're pretty excited to share this with the world.
The best kind of fan. Great to have you here.
Thanks, Chris.
Go Hawks. Let's run it back. Thanks for making it the perfect evening.
Go Hawks.
Don't forget, you can watch the Hawks destroy Dallas right here on King 5 this Saturday. See ya.
Go Hawks.